Hi guys, welcome to another video. If you ever played Fallout New Vegas, you are definitely aware that there is Colorado River going through the map. And while most of the game is based on the west of the river, mainly in the state of Nevada and slightly also in the state of California, there's actually stuff on the east side of the river as well, in Arizona. But this eastern huge swath of land really doesn't have much going for it. Besides the eastern part of the Hoover Dam, there's only two locations there. First one being the fort, which is where the Caesar's Legion is fortified, preparing for the second battle of the Hoover Dam. Also featuring Caesar, who's actually waiting for the second battle right there on the front line pretty much. Besides the fort, there's also a second location being the Legate's Camp. Here's the thing. To get to these locations, you need to progress with the story. When it comes to the fort, you really just need to take out Benny, and you're invited to actually come to the fort and see Caesar. However, when it comes to the Legate's Camp, end of the game is when you unlock Legate's Camp and go there for the first time, and then the game ends. Unless you have some special mod, you can't go back to the game world anymore. This is basically where it all ends. What if I tell you now that you actually don't have to do any of this? You can visit not only the fort, but also Legate's Camp before doing even a single quest in the game. Today I'm gonna show you how. First things first, start off in the Good Springs, nothing too special here. Head on down to the Prim like you always would. After you leave the Prim, either follow the road south and then east, or just go straight southeast into Nipton. And here's the most important step in this guide. Once you reach Nipton, kill Swanwick. Like, you have to kill him, it's the most important part. Now when you leave Nipton, you usually would go east and then loop north through that canyon where you get ambushed by the, I think, Vipers. This time, you won't go there. You'll actually go a bit east and then southeast into the hills. Just watch out for big horners. They're not aggressive, but they will attack you if you get too close or if, of course, you attack them. You want to head uphill for this house, and go to this observation area, and make sure you pick up the authority glasses. This is the second very important step. And put them on, you look cool. You look really cool with them on. After that, I'd recommend you to save the game. Why? Well, because you're now gonna go into some trouble. And now you have to beeline across this area. Watch out, there's ghouls. You might die. That's why I said you should save. However, if you're careful, you shouldn't die. You just need to keep running and you need to kind of troll the ghoul AI so that you jump off tiny cliffs and whatnot and go between rocks so they get disturbed and have to go around. Anyway, once you reach this hill, jump down this cliff, and at this point you're mostly safe. You might see a ghoul or two, but it's nothing too special. Once you reach this airport, drop down this cliff carefully, and now what you need to do is to basically follow this airport, just tag along next to the fence. Anyway, when you reach this tunnel, this is the second place I recommend you to save. Drop down into the tunnel and go up through the crater and enter the Searchlight Airport. Now there's rat scorpions everywhere. You can kill them, or you can just run. I'd recommend you to run, they're a waste of time and bullets. You wanna go to this corner right here, and you wanna use quick save and quick load glitch so that you no clip out through the fence. It might take you a couple of attempts, but it's not that hard. And once you do it, congratulations, you just finished the technical part of this strategy. Now it's the mechanical part. You're now safe, you don't have to worry about anything. Unless you're playing on hardcore, then you might starve to death or something, but I don't play on hardcore, and if you play on hardcore, I don't care about your opinion. What you need to do now is to head basically east or southeast and reach the river. You just need to now follow the river and follow its coastline south. Pro tip, don't just follow the coastline directly. You can go a little bit inland, just follow the major outline of the river itself. Of course, our ultimate goal is to go on the other side of the river, to Arizona. However, the coast is very steep on both sides, so we can't really do it, so let's just keep going for now. Just make sure you don't drop down into the water, it's irradiated, it's not gonna be fun, just follow the coast. At a certain point, river becomes wide and basically becomes a lake. Just stick by the coast and, yeah, don't fall down. Eventually, at some point, the river stops being a lake and then turns into a river, basically having a canyon once again. And then after you walk some time, you'll actually see this. The west and east shore are literally connected, which means that our lake-like looking river was actually a lake all time along. Once you reach the end of the river, congratulations, you're now on the Arizona side of the river. Now terrain here is less steep, easier to follow. If you want, you can follow the river, but I would recommend you not to do that. Instead, set a marker somewhere southeast of Hoover Dam, which is approximately where O'Neill's camp is, and just walk there. This is gonna be a long trip, so if you can, maybe put something on your W key and just go away for like 10 minutes or something. Just make sure that you quick save every now and then so something bad doesn't happen. Keep in mind, you're safe. It's just boring. Anyway, at a certain point you will reach the coast once again if you went a bit more west, and you'll be able to see all these things. Here I'm admiring this view, as you can see it's pretty nice, and I can already see the Hoover Dam right here. There's one small issue. You see, Legate's camp is literally locked inside of invisible walls. You can't go inside. But I actually found a way with which you can actually still stay on the outside but actually discover the location, so then you can fast travel there later on. However, it's a little bit risky because you might get stuck. So I recommend you to save the game before you actually reach the Legate Camp. Go to this location, drop down around here, and you will unlock the Legate Camp. Now you have to gold climb up this cliff to get back on top. Once you're on top, just basically head almost straight north until you reach the camp. Also, there's this funny aura thing, I don't know what the hell this is, but when you get closer it disappears. Fort also has invisible walls, but you don't have to enter them once again just to unlock it. It's actually pretty damn simple. Just reach this rock. If you want to go inside the fort, you can fast travel obviously, but if you don't want to fast travel and get confiscated of your weapons and whatnot, what you can do is basically quick save, quick load, no clip through the other door. Might take a few attempts, but once you get inside, that's it. The funniest thing here is the fact that you can actually talk to Caesar.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave?
However, if you go to the Legate's camp, you will not find Legate Leonius. Instead, you're gonna find some Praetorian guards. Prime Legionaries preparing for the war, they're preparing weapons, sharpening them, making them, doing some push-ups or whatever. And there's also that endgame music here. But Legate Leonius is nowhere to be seen. Thanks for watching guys, and see you in the next one. Bye.